Hello? Who are you?
Edward heard a voice from next to him that he knew didn't belong to his crew. He looked over on the siding next to him to see an old engine. The engine was completely covered in rust and looked like he hadn't been used in a very long time.
I'm Edward. What's your name?
Well, I was never really given a name. Just a number. 10638.
The two started politely chatting, Edward telling the engine about his experiences and stories throughout his years, and the other engine telling him about how he had ended up there. Edward soon brought up Henry, how he was a failed Pacific Atlantic hybrid, and how he was brought to Crew Works for a rebuild and somehow came back as a Stanier Black 5. When Edward gave the engine a description of what Henry had looked like, the old engine got a rather confused look on his face.
Mate, there was never an engine with that description sent to Crew Works. However, there was an engine of that description sent here, and, well...
The old rusty engine paused, as if he was holding something back.
Well, what?
The old engine questioned.
It was never a rebuild.
Edward then heard another voice coming from his left. But this voice sounded all too familiar. Edward hesitantly looked over and stared in shock. What he saw could not have been real. There, on another siding, facing away from him, was another old engine. But unlike the one to his right, this one was rusty to the point where you could still see his original paintwork. And this engine looked to be in a bright green paint scheme. This engine had 4 trailing wheels at the front, 6 large driving wheels, and 2 small trailing wheels at the back. It looked to be a hybrid of an Atlantic and an A1 Pacific specifically. Edward couldn't believe what he was seeing. Then he thought to himself, maybe this was just another engine. This thought